Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here with Lady Raider basketball coming your way here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. We have the Monroe-Central Lady Golden Bears, 12-5 here on the season, 5-0 in MEC conference play, taking on your home Wapahani Lady Raiders, standing in here at 13-5. And 6-1 in the MEC Conference. Glad to have all you with us here on a beautiful Wednesday night of Lady Raider basketball. We're hoping to come out here and get a victory. Obviously, it's going to be a tough matchup. When these two teams get together, it's always a tough game. A lot of history there and many battles, so we're really looking forward here to this one. So we'll go ahead and dig right into things with our Raiders Live pregame presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Like I said, the Raiders, last couple times out there, they got to victory last Friday night, last Thursday night, I think it was, in which the Lady Raiders prevailed over the Cowan Lady Blackhawks with a 64-32 final score victory. Then we were supposed to have the county championship on Saturday. Obviously, that got snowed out. So we had the county championship on Monday there with Wapahani and Delta, in which the Lady Raiders fell in that one by a final score of 42-32. So obviously, it's been a little bit since we've been on the air due to not being able to broadcast any of the county tournament for both the boys and the girls. So it's nice to get back on the broadcasting side of things. We're hoping for a win here tonight. This is a big conference game here for both teams. Really, the winner of this game can potentially kind of write their own sails the rest of the way as far as possibly becoming the MEC conference champs. Now, there's still some different things can happen. You never know as the season goes along here, but we're winding down here at the end of the season, especially the conference season. So this is a huge game here tonight. So hopefully Wapahani knows, I guess, and understands the important, ramifications, that if you don't win, more than likely you're not going to be able to get that championship crown with two losses. So this is a big game. Hopefully they treat it like a big game, come out here ready to play aggressively, play as a team, and we'll see what happens from there. But some other keys here we want to take a look at here, some pregame stats, the Muncie Dragway game stats here this evening. Wapahani averaging 51.4 points per game, while Monroe-Central averages 53.9. Also, the Lady Raiders only allowing 40.6 points a game, while Monroe-Central allows 37.1, which obviously the defense is always a big key factor. Monroe-Central, kind of their MO, so to speak, is the press, which we'll touch on that here in just a brief moment. But that is one big thing for them. They like the press. That's how they get other teams to create turnovers. And then they're off and running with the rest of their offense. Rebounds and points per game here, obviously huge. Obviously, the Lady Raiders out-rebounding Monroe-Central 32.3 to 26.4. From beyond the arc, neither team is really what I would consider shooting the lights out. But, still having their own little success, I guess, here. 27% here for Wapahani, 24% for Monroe-Central. And Monroe-Central has a big-time edge here from the free throw line. Wapahani at 62%, Monroe-Central at 72%. So it's going to be a tough task there if this becomes a free throw game, because things haven't been too good for us. But tonight's a brand new night. You never know what can happen. But hopefully Wapahani can be able to do the little things correctly, which then leads into our Jones Auto Body keys for the game here tonight. Do the little things correctly. Simply, just take care of the basketball. Make sure you're getting good shots, so great shot selection. You got to rebound the basketball. Obviously, like I just showed on there, we nearly have a 6 rebound difference over Monroe-Central. So we've got to be able to use our bigs on the inside, such as a Dayton Lee, a Sydney Cook, a Lexi Humbert, Lexi Morrow. The list can go on and on. Lexi Wolf does a nice job as a guard getting in there. So the list can go on and on. We've got to make sure to do the little things correctly here this evening. Also, got to bring the intensity on defense. That's one big key here for Wapahani. I think at times, we possibly could have hit the relax button a little too much. we've got to bring the intensity throughout the game. We've got to, call out screens, deflect passes, contest shots, do anything we can to create turnovers. Offensive consistency, another big key thing for us, especially in that last game for us. We could not get anything going offensively, and we weren't really aggressive. We weren't taking the ball to the basket until the second half. You want to see a lot more of that from the get-go here this evening. Be aggressive, take the ball to the basket. If the shot's open on the outside, then take it. But if not, you want to dribble with a purpose, go somewhere with the basketball, and hopefully great things will happen from there. Number 4 there, perimeter defense has to be a priority here this evening. We have allowed some of our opponents get more than enough opportunities from beyond the arc to knock down some three-point shots. Again, this isn't a really good three-point shooting team, but if you leave them open, they will knock them down, especially to the likes of Hannah Bolton, which is leading the team in overall three-point percentage, 22 for 74, 29% from beyond the arc, which is best on the team. And then withstand the press. Like I'd already touched on it, Monroe-Central loves to press. That's how they get a good ball for the points. We've got to be able to withstand that. Stand our ground, come out here ready to go, know what to do with the basketball. Don't put ourselves in bad positions to where not only we're going to turn the ball over, but then that's going to end up into some points for Monroe-Central. If we can, do the little things correctly, and then hopefully the domino effect with all the rest of these keys of the game, I think we can be very successful here tonight. So, folks, again, this has been our Liberty Prairie Alumni Association pregame report here. Again, Raiders Live edition. We'll step aside here for a break. We've got the national anthem coming up, and we'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups and the tip-off right after this break. All righty, welcome back again here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Brandon Morvillius alongside who with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As we take a look here at tonight's starting lineups, first and foremost, here for the Monroe-Central Lady Golden Bears. Starting lineup here, number 3, Brooke Bolton. Number 12, Jordan Bargett. Number 14, Mabry Buips. Number 15, Hannah Bolton. And number 20, Hannah McCollum. Again, the Lady Golden Bears are coached by Leah Ann Barga, assisted by Mike Thomas. Now we'll take a look here at the non-starters for your Wapahani Lady Raiders. First and foremost, number 2, Lexi Wolf. Number 3, Malia York. Number 13, Layla Lee. Number 22, Lexi Humbert. As well as number 24, Lexi Morrow. Number 33, Jalen Willis. And number 44, Dawson Stevens. Now for the starters. At one guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 11, Madison Thompson. Starting at one forward, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Dayton Lee. At one forward, a 5'10" senior, number 21, Sydney Cook. At guard, a 5'4" senior, number 23, Carly Boggs. And at guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 30, Ashley England. And the Lady Raiders are coached by Scott Hudson, assisted by Lori Craigcraft and Jackie Clancy. So again, that's tonight's starting lineups. Again, before we do get things going here tonight, I'd like to send a shout out to my dad, Bruce Morvillius. He's actually in the hospital here this evening. Had a little bit of an incident at work yesterday. I won't go into great detail with that, but hope you get feeling better there, Dad, and hope you're watching. Hope you enjoy tonight's game and gives you a little bit of high spirits here this evening. So the game now underway. Monroe-Central starts off with the basketball and starts off the scoring there by number 20, Hannah McCollum, and a 2-0 Lady Bears lead. Thompson up top, takes it inside, shots up, and good. Another key thing I was just talking about. Got to have the aggressiveness on offense. Got to move the ball with confidence, dribble with a purpose, and like I said, we've got to be aggressive and work the ball inside. That's going to only complement our outside game, be able to knock down shots and just open up the defense. Speaking of which, a turnover right there created by the Lady Raiders. First turnover of the night here for Monroe-Central. Pass down court to Boggs, now underneath Cook. Looking to go to work, shots up, no good. Rebounded there by Barga as the Bears are off and running. Bolton outside to her sister, Brooke Bolton, and knocks down the three. So a 5-2 Monroe-Central lead. Again, coming into the game, Monroe-Central 53.9 points per game, 51.4 for Wapahani. The Raiders turn the ball over 12.8 times a game. Monroe-Central at 13.6. Shot there by Lee, up, no good. Rebounded now this time by Boggs. And it's going to be last touch there by the Lady Bears. So Thompson at inbound with 6:33 to play here in the opening quarter. And finally inbounds it all the way out here to England. Lee back up top here to Thompson. See what the Lady Raiders can cook up right here. Screen set by Lee into the corner to Cook. A loose ball here and a jump ball in which the Raiders will retain possession. Again, we'll be back at it on Friday night with Raider boys basketball, as they will be traveling to Randolph Southern to take on the Rebels. That will be a JV start time at 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow as Varga creates some space and able to knock down the 5-footer for two. That will be her first points of the night and a 7-2 Monroe-Central lead. Early on this one, nearly a double screen there. England from the corner from downtown, no good, as Bolton will come down with the rebound and push it down court quickly. And a foul from behind will be on number 23, Carly Boggs. That will be her first. Team's first. And another jump ball, which will result in possession staying with Monroe-Central. Inbound outside here, Bolton takes it back up top. finds McCollum here on the right side. Now swung to Varga. Hannah Bolton now on the left wing. McCollum looking to take the shot. Now passes it down low. Varga back into the corner. Good ball movement here by the Lady Bears. And the layup will be up and good. Hannah Bolton for 2. That will be her first points tonight. So the Raiders not off to the best of starts that they was hoping for here, but still very early into tonight's contest. England back up top now down low. Cook takes it inside, gets the ball deflected out from underneath her, and England will lose it out of bounds. The turnover number 2, and a timeout will be taken here by the Lady Raiders. So we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. This will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break here with 4:57 to play here in the first quarter. Again, we'd like to thank Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership owned by Randy Stoops, located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle, would like to know more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903, and also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Again, that is Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. So following the timeout here by Wapahani, you're in a 9-2 hole. Make that an 11-2 hole. We've just simply got to pay a little bit better attention to detail here. On the defensive end, obviously we're kind of letting them have their way, especially on the inside. They've been able to create space rather easily, slithering their way in there and being able to knock down an easy 2-point bucket. So we've got to do a better job of, like I said, just bringing the intensity. That's a key to our game here this evening. We've got to do a better job, and so far we're just being out-hustled, outplayed, out everything. So hopefully we can get things together here a little bit. England for 2, no good. Bolton again takes it right inside. Nobody there. And another jump ball possession will head back in the other direction of the Raiders. As we'll see Lexi Wolf and Lexi Morrow now. The Lexies are in. So they'll come in for Ashley England and Dayton Lee. So you got the middle wide open here. Thompson with a handoff to Bongs. Now to Morrow. She looks to take it inside. Near turnover there for the Lady Raiders. Now the handoff. Wolf trying to find Morrow in the corner. Tipped out of bounds, and the Raiders retain possession. As we'll see number 34, Katie Pike, now in here for the first time of the night from Monroe-Central. So Morrow to inbound. Then to the corner here to Boggs. Another near takeaway. Got to be a little bit more careful with the basketball here. So we will have a foul here on number 15, Hannah Bolton, her first. Team's first. Cook with the screen, and now, man, I'll tell you what, that was a very fast 5 count. So a turnover for Wapahani, turnover number 3. And those are just little things like that we can't afford to have, especially with kind of the lack of offense we've had to this point. Being able to, again, do the little things correctly. Another offensive rebound. We've got to get the blockouts, for goodness sakes. Here's Bolton. 3-pointer up, well off the mark there. Thompson will grab a hold of that one. Only our 3rd rebound here of the night. Well off the mark there. Bounced around and out of bounds off of Monroe-Central. inbounded to Wolf. Now the handoff. Boggs takes it in. Loses the handle on it again, and that's going to be a turnover and a timeout taken by Monroe-Central. So this will be the first charge timeout of the evening here for the Lady Golden Bears. Again, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break. Will be after this commercial break.
Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fain in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality.
All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, following the timeout, the Raiders down by 11. Still plenty early in tonight's game. We've just got to get anything going on the positive side of things, and another timeout taken, this time by Wapahani. So the bucket was good there. I think it was by Hannah Bolton. So not really a whole lot to say right now. I mean, it's just not good right now for Wapahani. Just got to regroup, get out of this, I guess, little funk, I guess, that we're in. Anything and everything we can do, we've got to come up with here. And really, right now, we've just got to get down to the basics of things. We've got to be able to do the basics correctly. You know, dribbling. We got to, pass fakes are your friend. Got to use pass fakes. Don't dribble yourself into too much trouble. Just be smart, with the basketball, and let's set up for a good shot here. So we're going to have a hold call here on number 10, Gabby Backham. It'll be her first, team second. About it here to Cook. Now swung over. Boggs finds Thompson back up top. Would still like to see us drive it in a little bit more here. Hopefully the defense will collapse, and then if you find somebody outside, then we'll find somebody outside. If not, then you take the shot from the inside or dump it down low. We'll have a foul here on number 3, Brooke Bolton, her first, team's third. And out of bounds off of Monroe-Central. Subbing back in here for Lady Golden Bears, number 20, Hannah McCollum. For number 3, Brooke Bolton. Cook trying to hand it off there to Boggs. Dribbles now into the corner, dribbling into trouble, and another deflection out of bounds. So, I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. Monroe-Central is doing what they are supposed to do as far as in the game of basketball here. They're creating disruption, frustrating this Raider offense. We've got to return the favor, so to speak. We've got to, I guess, kind of take a page out of their book, as Katie Pike will knock down a 2-point bucket. Boggs takes it in off the mark. And Barga pushing it down floor, and that's going to be a turnover. Over the head there of Katie Pike. Third turnover now of the night here for Monroe-Central. Thompson over here to Morrow. Now to Cook here at the free throw line. Dumps it down low and thrown out of bounds. Now we'll have a substitution here for the Lady Raiders. Number 22, Lexi Humbert, now in here for Lexi Morrow. Yeah, 34 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Again, not quite the way I'm sure Wapahani drew this one up to begin the game. Pike got away with a travel there, rebounded by Thompson, so here come the Raiders. Madison's been the only one to put any points up on the board. Monroe-Central scored first with a 2-0 lead. Then Thompson answered back with a layup from Verona to tie it up at 2. And another one deflected out of bounds off of Monroe-Central. You got 3 seconds left. Number 14, Mabry Buis back in here. Inbounded, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 17-2, Monroe-Central leads after one. We'll step aside here for a commercial break, and we'll be back here with the second quarter live here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, welcome back here, basketball fans. Again, Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Geared up for the second quarter. Not the best of things here for Wapahani going for them, but still holding on to that hope. Things will start to change for us again. It's not necessarily, I guess, for the lack of trying. Just things haven't worked out for us. But hopefully Lady Luck will start heading in our direction, as we'll have a rebound there by Sydney Cook. Surprisingly enough, that's her first rebound of the night. She's usually, I would imagine, probably at least have 4 or 5 by now. The rebounding machine. Thompson goes right around her defender, goes up for the shot, and a foul called. And you know what, to be honest with you, that's what we need to do more of. You know, we're really not being able to take any kind of shot on the perimeter. So we've got to start taking the ball in a little bit more. You start seeing the ball go in the basket there, it's going to build some confidence here for us. So the first one will be up and good. The foul was called on number 14, Mabry Buis. That was her first, team's 4th, as Brooke Bolton will head back in here for Hannah Bolton. Second free throw attempt will be up and good as well. Nicely done there, Madison. So Monroe-Central pushing down there quick, fast, in a hurry, as Bargett knocks one down for 2. 8 points now for her on the night. And the Raiders will hold on to possession. Very close call right there. McCollum back in here now for number 14, Buis. Let's see what Wapahani draws up here. Cook with a screen. Thompson kicks it to the corner there to Wolf, and she'll drag it back up top. Looking for something, anything. Wolf in a world of trouble there, now finds Humbert. She'll look to back down her defender. Now Cook takes it in. And right into the hands there of Hannah McCullum. And we'll have a foul call. That was the 6th turnover here already for Wapahani. Just a free giveaway to the opponent. That's very unfortunate. So the foul there called on number 23, Carly Boggs. So that will be her second, team second, which is crucial. Inbounded to Bolton. Thompson guarding her there. Now back over to Hannah Bolton. She takes it inside. And there's no help side defense right there. Just drove right around Boggs. Got to have somebody right there just to be in help side. Unfortunately, didn't work out right there as Sydney Cook will pick up her first, team's third. And Hannah Bolton now at the charity stripe here for a pair. First one's up and good. Again, not quite the person that I would foul, but in that circumstance, she's driving to the basket. You don't want to just let her have an easy layup. But again, Bolton, 78% free throw shooter on the year, 59 for 76. She just bolstered that percentage just a little bit more there. Thompson from downtown off the mark there. And a loose ball. That was a near tackle as we'll have a jump ball, and possession will head back to the Raiders. Thompson will find Lexi Wolf now with a handoff here to Boggs. You have under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Cook with the left hand. Oh, no. That's an unfortunate call there on Sydney. She still kept that pivot foot. Right foot was the pivot foot there, and then came off the ground as she was going up with the left hand. So, like I said, just it's very unfortunate there for Sydney. Pass down low. Now back here, number 32, Morrison. Pike takes it in. Shots up. Won't get it to go. Wolf corrals the rebound, her first of the night. Thompson threading the needle there. Cook no good for two. And pass deflected out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Lady Golden Bears, as we'll see Jordan Varga back in here for the Bears, and Dayton Lee back in here for Wapahani. Brooke Bolton now to Hannah Bolton. Three-pointer up and three-pointer good.
Three-point basket.
And another timeout taken here by Wapahani. So this will be their third charge timeout here in the first half. Only have two left to last them the rest of the game here. 4:48 to play here in the first half. We'll be back right after this break. Welcome back here again to the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. And 4:48 to play here in the first half. The Raiders down by a few here. I'll just leave it to that. Looking to get back into things, though. Just got to start having some good things happen for you. Get some good vibes back going in the huddle. But I tell you what, things are just not going our way right now. Brooke Bolton nails one from downtown, her second three of the game. 6 points now for her on the night. Wolf takes it inside. Great idea right there. Nearly got the bucket to go. Put a few more seconds back up on the clock there. And the foul will be called on number 32, Allie Morrison, her first, team's fifth. So we will see Lexi Wolf here at the line, shooting two. First one's up and good. Again, that really is what it comes down to. You start seeing the ball go in more, just like anything else. It builds confidence. And hopefully that confidence will just continue to build here, and hopefully will get us back into this ball game. Obviously, we've dug ourselves a hole here, but it's still manageable. You still got some time left to go. This is not an impossible thing to breach here, but the main thing here is you got to take it one possession at a time, and it starts right here. You got to get some stops here on the defensive end. You start doing that and then converting on offense, then we're in business. So as soon as I got those words right out of my mouth, we created the fifth turnover here of the night. Now I've got to get back down here, get us a score. Now Boggs here on the right side. I'd be having Lee go to work down low there. Boggs steps back, shots up, no good. Cook with the rebound. Let's go back up strong with that. Back outside now to Boggs, takes it in. Won't get the bucket to go. And Boggs somehow got it to go. Hey, that's all that matters. We'll take it any way we can get it. Now 27-8. Bolton for two and fouled on the play. So the foul be on Carly Boggs, now her third. Team's fourth, so I would imagine she'll be coming out of the game. And I'm sure she'll probably end up starting out the second half on the floor, but I'm sure head coach Scott Hudson will definitely be telling her you might want to ease up a little bit here on the fouls. Only got two more here to play with the rest of the game. Thompson here on the left side, hands it off to Wolf. Only if we could have seen England there in the corner a little bit sooner. Wolf dribbling it all around the world here. Now finally finds Thompson, now to Lee. And now a reach-in foul will be called. Looks to be here on number 10, and it will be. Number 10, Gabby Beckham, her second. Team 6, so one more foul. The Raiders will be in the bonus. Inbounded to Cook, shots up, no good. See, right there, you would have liked to have seen her catch the ball, then take it in. Force the hand of the defense, maybe even pick up a foul on somebody. Maybe get an and one. If not, go to the line, knock down your free throws. Bolton here on the outside. She'll find number 20, McCollum, here on the left wing. And that's going to be a takeaway. Nice hands there by Dayton Lee, creating the sixth turnover here of the night. England takes it inside, uses the old left hand for two. First point tonight here for Ashley England. Back up top, now a wide open Hannah Bolton for two, misses a shot. Cook with the rebound, third of the night. Thompson with a deep three off the mark and out of bounds, and Monroe-Central will take possession of it here as we'll see number 34, Katie Pike, return to action here for the Lady Golden Bears. Also subbing in will be number 14, Mabry Buetz. Brooke Bolton leading the charge here. With under a minute and a half to go. Nice job right there by Cook. Again, just being able to do the little things, getting a deflection, causing any kind of disruption whatsoever. Oh man, tough call there on Cook, so that will now be her second. Looked like it could have been a clear strip away there, but might have got a hand on Bolton there and picks up her second foul, unfortunately. She's still got 1:16 to go. Again, make sure stay tuned in. We got our halftime report coming up. Give you some stats and some other information coming up here in the second half, and also talk about our game on Friday night for the Raider boys basketball team. So again, that's all coming up on the halftime report. Turnover number 7 there from Monroe-Central. Madison Thompson now swings it over here to England. Handoff to Wolf, takes it inside and loses the handle on it and ends up in a turnover. Hannah Bolton for a layup, good for 2. 11 points now for Bolton. Hannah Bolton, that is. England up for 2 and gets it to go. A little contact involved there as well, but a nice aggressive take to the basket there by Ashley. So down to a 19-point lead. Back over here to Barga. Takes it inside. Nice defense. Cook standing her ground. And the basket will be up and good. So a halftime score here. The Monroe-Central Lady Golden Bears 33 and the Wapahani Lady Raiders 12. Step aside here for a break. Again, we'll be back here with our halftime report live on the WHS Network.
You need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
righty, welcome back here, folks. Stoops Automotive Group game break at the half. Again, Wapahani down here at the half to the hands of the Monroe-Central Lady Golden Bears, 33-12. Really, as vague as it is, Wapahani just hasn't been able to get anything going offensively. Again, for the second game in a row, our offense has just not been there. And I think, one thing is I don't think we're really moving the ball towards the basket enough. We're moving the ball more vertically, around the perimeter instead of taking it more in. You want to see more aggressiveness, I think, which I believe will open more avenues up for us, and hopefully more shot opportunities will come our way. Now, and the same token, though, you don't want to necessarily dribble into traffic too much to where you're going to continue to turn the ball over. Now, we have 7 turnovers here at the half. And again, it's just really all been because of being able to do the little things correctly. And really, I have to say, Monroe-Central really hasn't pressed all that much. And when they have, we've done usually a pretty decent job of taking care of the basketball. But it's sometimes those cross-court passes that are dangerous, that can easily be picked off. Or, just not being able to handle the basketball. Somebody comes from behind you, deflects the ball out of your hands. Little things like that. You've got to be aware of all your surroundings. We're a good enough team to know that. And we're a good enough team to put more than 12 points up on the board. We're more than capable of putting more than 12 points up on the board for a half. We've just got to start creating more opportunities. That's really where it lies for us. You just got to have that mentality of and right now you're sitting 21 points down. Is it going to be you're just going to fold up shop, or are you going to keep playing? You're going to keep playing hard and see if you can get back into this thing and make it interesting. That's what I want to see, and I'm sure the coaches want to see that as well. Do they have that fighter mentality to, when your back is against the wall, are you going to be able to come back from it? And, this is a more than capable team of doing that, but it's just going out there and actually just doing it. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but we've got to start getting things going on the offensive end. Defensively, I think we've had some troubles at times. We've allowed them, I think, to get inside a little too much, and not only that, but a little too easy. They really haven't had to do a whole lot of setting screens and or nothing like that to get inside. They've just blown right past us. So if that is the case, then you got to have somebody right there in help side, and you've got to possibly close off as many gaps as you can. The old saying goes, help the helper, so that again, you just have to be aware of your surroundings. And, if you see, them possibly driving around somebody, be right there, help them out. And then hopefully, the next person will help you out on whoever you're guarding. So it's just a team effort. And we've got to continue to come out here, work hard, play together, and find a way to get back into this thing. You're not going to get it all by one person. This isn't a one-woman show here. Everybody's got to come out here, and they've got to put forth a great effort and get themselves back into this together. If we are able to do that, then great things will happen. But until then, things just aren't going to continue to turn out too well. So, you look at us here in the first half. We're led here by Madison Thompson and Ashley England. They have 4 points each. And then you got Lexi Wolf and Carly Boggs with 2 points each as well. And all together, as of right now anyway, we only have 8 rebounds here in the first half. We average 32.3. And Monroe-Central averages 26.4. Now, I know tonight's a new night. Today's, it's a new game. It's a new adventure, a new challenge. But we have been out-rebounded tremendously. So it's not just, one thing that might have went wrong for us. There's different facets of the game, and this isn't a complaint session whatsoever. I'm just stating, the different things that's, went on throughout the game that we haven't necessarily done a good job of, but are more than capable of doing a good job of. It's just about going out there and making it happen. And, I want to see these ladies go out there and win. I want to see them do good. They're not doing good right now, but that doesn't mean that they can't. That's why there's two halves. You have a bad first half. You clean it up. You get back out here. You dust yourself off here in the second half, and you get after it. You start finding ways. You can never stop. You can never quit. You got to find ways to put points up on the board and get defensive stops and help yourself out. So we'll see what Coach Scott Hudson and the Lady Raiders have in store for us here in the second half. One thing I really did like, we did create 7 turnovers here in the first half, but we just didn't necessarily create as much disruption as I had hoped for. We're 4 for 4 from the free throw line, so 100% there. You just got to continue to do the little things. If we can start knocking down some free throws by aggressively taking the ball to the basket, force them into possibly fouling us or whatever the case might be, just being able to get an open shot and hopefully some of our shots will start to fall, which you can't help all of that, but anything to build some confidence, we've got to utilize. So, again, this has been a 33-12 first half score and lead here for Monroe-Central. We'll see what happens here in half number 2, folks. Thanks for staying tuned in here with us. We got the second half coming up live here on the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here. Again, we got the second half coming up here in just a moment in time. Again, our next overall broadcast here for us will be this coming Friday night. We'll be traveling to Randolph Southern with the boys basketball team as they take on the Rebels from Randolph Southern High School. I would imagine we will not be live. I'm not 100% sure on that. We will definitely let all of you know more information once we get there Friday evening. But like I said, I would imagine that we will not be live on Friday night from Randolph Southern between your Wapahani Raiders and the Randolph Southern Rebels. Again, we'll still be there broadcasting. And again, if we aren't live, then we'll just come back and download the game afterwards. But just some information so all of you fine folks out there in Raider Nation know it. And we're looking forward to that ball game coming up on Friday night. Cook down low, dishes it there to Dayton Lee, and that will be up and good for 2. And again, where's it all started right there? We took the ball to the basket. An aggressive take that opened up the defense, and we was able to execute that beautifully. So Dayton Lee there collects her first points of the night. Back outside here to Thompson. Lee with a screen. Thompson now to Boggs. Oh, that's a travel. So that will be the first turnover here in the second half. Boggs knew it as soon as she did it. Looked like she was going to have a good shot on that too, but guess got a hand in the face just enough to distract her. Swung over here to Brooke Bolton. Backham with the screen here. Bolton now will find McCollum here on the left side. Dump down low, Backham for 2. So a good old pick and roll right there executed by the Lady Golden Bears. Thompson will try to hand it off to Boggs, end up in a turnover. Bolton for 2. Nice job there on the defensive end there by Sydney Cook. Obviously, Bolton driving down the floor. Cook stood her ground. right there in position. Obviously, there was no charge called or foul whatsoever. But just a solid job on the defensive side there by Wapahani. Boggs passes it down court here. Cook looking to go to work. Double teamed all the way over here. Thompson for three. Off the mark there. Lee now with the rebound. Her first one of the night, or pardon me, her second one of the night. And now a foul will be called on number 12, Dayton Lee. So that one will be her first, team's first of the half. And again, here you got Boggs playing with 3 fouls here in the second half. Cook with 2. That's not a huge deal, but especially Boggs. Stay aggressive, but in the same token, be smart. Good defense. Cook closed off the angle right there to the basket. Barga had to make an off-balance shot attempt. Cook up for 2 using the left hand and the bucket as she'll head to the line for one more. So the foul there on number 20, Hannah McCollum. That will be her first. Team's first of the half. And a free throw will be up and good. Nicely done there by Sydney. So 3 points now in the night here for Sydney. Also to go along with that is 4 rebounds. Bolton swung on over here to McCollum. A wide open 2. Draining that one for days. Thompson right down the middle, takes it inside, and gets the bucket to go. A great drive and a great finish here by Madison. Now 6 points on the night here for her. As Bolton will find Bolton. The Boltons. Now over to Hannah. Barga with the screen. And that's where someone's got to step up. Now, granted, she did miss the shot, but she should have probably never had a shot opportunity there. Someone's got to slide in there in the help side defense. As the foul be on number 12, Jordan Barga, her first. Team's second of the half. Let a couple seconds run off the clock here. All right. So we got 4.5 to go here in the third. Down low, Cook with a wide open layup for 2. Nice pass there from Madison Thompson. And Cook with the finish there. Now 5 points on the night for her. (39-21). Hannah Bolton is going to hold the basketball out there. Nearly had the 5-second call on her. Beckham finds McCollum right down the lane, and nobody there, misses the layup somehow. And Cook corrals the rebound for her 5th one of the night. So again, now you're starting to see us get some stops. Now just got to get us some scores here on the offensive end. Lee, no good. So an opportunity, unfortunately, didn't go our way there as Brooke Bolton good for 2. 8 points now for her and a 41-21 lead here for the Golden Bears. Cook takes it inside, shots up, no good. Battle for the basketball. Wolf will come up with it. Lee dumps it down low to Cook, and now a reach-in foul will be called here on Golden Bear number 10. Gabby Beckham, her third, team's third of the half, as number 34, Katie Pike, returns to action for the Bears. Lee with the inbound to Cook. Goes up strong, shots up, no good. Lee with the rebound. And, well, they're saying it was going to be a clean block there. Bolton just drives right around Wolf for the layup. Now 2.5 to go here in the third. So Thompson fouled here on the play by number 34, Katie Pike. That's her first, team's fourth.
Team's fourth. That's Thompson, shoot 2 for the Lady Raiders.
And so now we will see number 14 maybe Buis now in the game, as well as number 44, Dawson Stevens, seeing her first action of the evening. Free throw will be up and no good there for Madison. First missed free throw of the night here for the Lady Raiders. They were 4 for 4 in the first half and already 1 for 1 here in the second half. Second free throw attempt here by Madison will be up, and it will be good. So we'll take it there. 1 for 2 ain't bad. Bolton with a handoff there. Barga takes it inside. Nearly closed off that angle, but Barga using the left hand for 2. Now 14 on the night here for her. Stevens there in the corner, dribbles it up top, finds Boggs, and nearly lost that one out of bounds. Boggs thought about the 3. Stevens now to Cook. She'll take the shot from the free throw line. No good. Lee with the rebound, her 4th tonight. Now Thompson, no good from downtown. Pike with the layup, no good. And now looks to be a reach-in foul called. Put a few more seconds back up on the clock. It's going to be on number 34, Pike. Her second, team's 5th. As we'll see Lexi Morrow and Lexi Humbert returning to the Raider lineup with 1:23 to play here in the third. Thompson over here to Stevens, and she's going to lose it out of bounds. Third turnover here in the second half, 10 of them now for the ball game. That's one thing I will definitely say. The Raiders have done a much better job of taking better care of the basketball, understanding their surroundings, aware of where everyone is at all times, and being strong and confident with the basketball. So a much better job here in the second half here for the Lady Raiders. We've also nearly scored as many points here in the third quarter as we did the whole entire first half. Now we've just got to get some more stops here on the defensive end. And a lot of contact down low there. Surprised there was nothing called. Boggs takes it in and will get the runner to go. So Boggs now 4 points on the evening. Again, still a sizable lead here for Monroe-Central. But again, can't fold up shop now. Just got to continue to get after it. Anything can happen. That's the mindset you got to have. Varga up top. Guarded there by Morrow. Dumped down low, and that was a beautiful pass there to Lexi Morrow. Picked that one off. Boggs for 3, and no good. So we will head now to the fourth quarter live here on the WHS Network. Again, Monroe-Central leads your Wapahani Lady Raiders 45-24. We'll be back right after this break.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Here's we'll get ready to get things going here with the fourth quarter. Again, Monroe-Central here with a 45-24 lead as we head into the fourth. Again, we appreciate you all for spending some time here with us here this evening on a Wednesday night of Lady Raider basketball. Again, Wapahani not on the smiling side of the scoreboard, at least as of right now. But got to keep fighting a good fight, and you never know what can happen. Deflection out of bounds there out off of Monroe-Central's. We'll see Dayton Lee, Sydney Cook, and Madison Thompson back in here. So we'll see what the Raiders can put together here in their first possession in the fourth quarter. Boggs, no good from downtown. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Monroe-Central, which we kind of looked out there. It looked like the ball might have hit the old seat belt up there, which if it hits that, then it's automatically out of bounds and the other team gets it. Loose ball there. Lee comes up with it now to England for two. No good there. Another loose ball out of bounds. And on first glimpse there, thought that might have been off of Monroe-Central, but they said it was off of Wapahani, so we'll go with it. Again, a big conference game this is. Wapahani 6-1, Monroe-Central 5-0. That's pretty good defense there from England. That was just a nice job of adjusting there by Hannah Bolton. Really can't do a whole lot more right there if you're England defensively. Thompson over here to Boggs, takes it, finds Lee for three. Off the mark there, rebounded by Brooke Bolton, and here come the Lady Bears. Dumps it down low right into the hands there of Dayton Lee. Nice job on the defensive end there by Lee. Boggs now for three. Off the mark there. Cook corrals the rebound, goes back up strong, still can't get it to go. Now Lee will be fouled on the play. So the rebounding has definitely picked up, done a much better job, giving ourselves some extra opportunities here. The foul was on number 32, Allie Morrison, her second, team sixth. As the first free throw will be up and good there for Lee. So Lee now with 3 points tonight, 3 points, 5 rebounds. As we'll see Lexi Wolf return to action here for the Lady Raiders. The second one for Lee will be up and off the back iron, no good. Rebounded there by Allie Morrison. Up top here to Barga. Now Brooke Bolton loses the handle on it, out of bounds. For turnover number 5 here in the second half, 12 now for the ball game. Again, they average nearly 14 turnovers a game. So they're right around their season average. The Raiders have turned the ball over 10 times. Their average nearly 13, so pretty close there as well. The way we started out, I would have thought that we probably would have had possibly 13 or 10 to 12 at the half, but like I said, we've done a much better job of paying attention and making smart decisions with the basketball. Inbounded here to Boggs, looking to drive baseline and forced out of bounds on a foul there by number 14, Mabry Buis. It's her second, team's seventh. So the Raiders in the bonus here as they knock down the first one. Second one will be up and good as well. Nicely done there by Carly. Yes, indeed. So Carly now 6 points. Raiders cranking up the defensive pressure there, but still have an open Morrison for two. That's her first points tonight. Thompson up top takes it right down the lane, and Barga with a block there, as we will have a timeout called And this looks to have been a timeout taken by Monroe-Central, their second charge timeout of the night. We'll step aside, or actually, you know what, we'll go ahead and stick right here during the timeout. Like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Tom Cherry Mufflers, located at 321 West 8th Street in Muncie, Indiana, since 1946. Tom Cherry Mufflers has taken care of your exhaust, brakes, shocks, struts, and mufflers. So if you want the underneath of your vehicle to be looked at, make sure to stop on in there at Tom Cherry Mufflers. No appointment needed. They'll hear you coming. Also, a special thanks again to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association President Richard Morris. Liberty Prairie Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get more information. So greatly appreciate our sponsors. Morrison over here to Bolton, now to Barga. She looks to drive inside. Now up top, there's number 14. Now down low, Morrison looking to go to work. I think Barga might have got away with a carry there, but alrighty then. 16 now tonight here for Barga. And Thompson with a little step back three, and that will be money. So first three-pointer made of the night here for Wapahani. I think we probably had to have been somewhere close to around 0 for 8, 0 for 9 before that shot. Taken away right there on the rebound by Thompson, her third of the night. And a loose ball. Who's going to get it? Bodies flying everywhere there, and it looks like that the Raiders will stay with the possession after the jump ball. Subbing back in here will be number 15, Hannah Bolton. Lee with the screen. Thompson goes around him. Now to Wolf in the corner. Dribbling it all the way back across the other side of the court. Looking to take it inside. That's what she does. No good on the shot. But you still like the aggressiveness there of Alexi Wolf. Holy Moses. That was a good old-fashioned trucking right there. Dayton Lee with a head of steam behind her on that tackle, if you will. Wow. All righty then. So Dayton Lee will pick up her second. Team second of the half. So Barga again at the line here, shooting two, knocking down the first one. Second free throw attempt up and good as well. Hand off to Boggs, takes it in, shots up, no good. Oh man, Bolton got away with a travel there. Now Hannah hopes to drive it back in there, kicks it back out to Brooke, three-pointer up. Off the mark there, a battle for the rebound. Barga comes up with it. That will be no good. So three opportunities. As Beckham knocks down her fourth point of the night. Out of bounds there, and subbing in here for Monroe-Central, number 30, Allison Honing. And a timeout taken by Wapahani. And again, we'll stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to recognize here this evening. FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Again, that is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Also, I'd like to thank Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin. They're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they've been servicing the community for over 30 years. If you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, you can contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So following the timeout here, we have 3:07 to play in regulation, a 55-30 lead here from Monroe-Central. And this ball will be inbounded all the way out here to Carly Boggs. Boggs now will try to find Wolf, and a foul called on number 30, Honing. That's her first, team's 8th. So again, the Raiders still here in the bonus. And that will see now Lexi Wolf back here to the line here for the 1-and-1. And the first one rattles in. So 3 points now for her on the night. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done there by Lexi Wolf. 4 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. That's where she's collected all 4 of her points, but hey, that's a very important 4 points to have. Also to go along with 3 rebounds, and rolls in on the shot there by number 30, Honing. So nearly every player here for Monroe-Central has put some points up on the board here tonight. Turnover there by the Raiders, 4th here in the second half, 11 for the game. Brooke Bolton for 2. Dump down low, Cook for 2, fouled on the play. And the foul's going to be on number 34, Katie Pike, her 3rd. Team's 9th. So now Sydney Cook be at the line here for 1-and-1. We'll see Dawson Stevens, Lexi Morrow, Lexi Hubbard and Ashley England into the ball game. For Boggs, Thompson, and Lee, as Cook will knock down the first one. We'll see number 13, Macy Shin now in here for Monroe-Central. And in now for Wapahani, also number 33, Jalen Willis. Seeing her first action in tonight's game. Second free throw attempt by Cook will be up and good. So overall, not too bad of a night here. Only 7 points here for Cook on the night. As Lexi Morrow will come back in now for Wapahani. Again, I guess not the usual numbers we're expecting there from Cook. As another 2-point bucket will be up and good there for Allie Morrison, 4 points for her. But back to Cook there, averaging a double-double on the season. 12 points, 10.9, nearly 11 rebounds a game. She ends up having 7.6 rebounds tonight. Still a good night at the office, though. Dawson Stevens for 2. Nicely done there, Dawson. So she'll get on the board here with her first points tonight. Kick back outside, now down low. Now over to number 34, Pike here on the left side. And I don't know how in the world, I don't know how they could award a timeout right there when the ball was in mid-flight. Not to mention the fact that the ball was headed out of bounds. So, all right, timeout here by Monroe-Central. Their 3rd charge timeout of the night. We'll take a timeout here with them. We'll be back after the timeout.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Alrighty, folks, following the timeout here, again, we have about 1:20 to go now in regulation, and a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Lady Golden Bears. Definitely a unfortunate night of basketball here for Wapahani. Again, much better second half, which I was really hoping to see, but just on the defensive end, still didn't get it done. We couldn't get stops, and then when we did, we weren't able to convert on the offensive end. It was just it was a combination of things. But the main thing is, we kept playing hard, kept getting after it. So you still have to shine some positivity on maybe just an unfortunate situation here for the Lady Raiders. But one thing you can't do now is start spiraling out of control. You don't want to start going in the other direction there as England loses the handle on the ball there. But, you're still in good position here to have a pretty successful regular season. You want to keep it that way. You want to finish the season strong. I think we have roughly 4 or 5 games left. So you want to finish this regular season wrong. You want to go into the state tournament with some momentum and knowing, that you're playing good and having confidence and everything else. So you can't use this game as a negative thing. You got to use it as a positive in order to make yourself better. Nice hustle there from Dawson. Morrow dumps it down low and over the head there of Lexi Humbert and out of bounds. Back up top here to Shin, as Monroe-Central will run out the clock for a big victory here tonight. Another conference win here for Monroe-Central, as we will have a final score here this evening. Monroe-Central Lady Golden Bears 61 and your Wapahani Lady Raiders 36. We'll step aside here for a break, and again we'll have our Raiders Live post-game report coming up right after this.
As of right now, still for Saturday evening.
All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, again to the Raiders Live post-game report. Live here on the WHS Network. Again, the Lady Raiders on the unfortunate side of the scoreboard here this evening as Monroe-Central improves now to an overall record of 13-5 on the season, 6-0 in MEC conference play. And your Wapahani Lady Raiders now fall to 13-6, 6-2 in conference play here with his 61-36 loss here this evening from Raider Gymnasium. Much better second half, I will say that here by Wapahani. And that's really the way it's been the last two games. We have not been able to get off to a very good start at all. In the Delta game, during the county championship game on Monday, we didn't get off to a good start at all. We ended up only having 7 first-half points. And then tonight we came back with only scoring 12 first-half points. You can't do that. You're digging yourself a hole early, and that's too big of a hole to dig yourself and expect to get back in it. Now, in the same token, you still got to battle. You still got to play hard and know that you're going to get back into it. But, that's a tough task. That's a tough task, especially against a good team. You can't get yourself down that far against anybody, especially a good team. So I like, the fight and the grit, that we've shown in the second half to keep battling on. But now, we just got to put a full 32 minutes of basketball together. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. And, like I've already said, throughout the broadcast here, we're more than capable of doing that. We've seen that so many times this year. But, it just hasn't happened the last, especially 2 games here for us. And when you do get off to bad starts and you're playing catch-up, it makes it hard. It makes it very difficult because then you're putting more pressure on yourself, to get back in it. You're pressing for time, trying to hit shots and trying to do what you can, but it's just not working out. And, but like I said, we had a much better second half. We ended up scoring 24 points in the second half compared to 12 first-half points. So, you do like it from that standpoint that we did bounce back. Defensively, I don't think we did quite enough, especially considering how good of a job we started doing on offense. But we didn't do enough on the defensive end in the second half to get ourselves, within striking distance here to potentially get back into it. But now, like I said before, towards the end of the ball game, you don't use this as some kind of a negative mechanism, if you will. You want to gain positivity from this, and by doing so, you got to learn. You got to learn from this. Find a way to get better. What areas do you need to do better at? Because of course, you can always pick out different things. You did good. When you win a game, but it's being able to find the positive things that you did when you lose a game. You build off of those positive things, and then the negative things, the things that you did incorrectly, you just fix. You do better. And, like I said, you still have roughly 4 or 5 games left of the regular season. Finish the season strong. Don't end it on a bad note. Finish the season strong. Continue to play hard. And, you should want to go out there and win. And I know these ladies do. Now you just got to find a way to do it. You got to get back on the winning side of things. And hopefully that will start, I think, on Saturday. We're supposed to have a game, or the Lady Raiders, that is. I think it's supposed to have a game at Union City, which we will get that for you. Yes, we do have a game Saturday at Union City, which... those of you that live around here, that probably more than likely that's not going to happen. With the beautiful snow that we're supposed to get, it's not so beautiful, especially if you got to be out in it. But nevertheless, we hope we don't get all that as much as they was calling for earlier in the week. But nevertheless, next time whenever Wapahani plays, hopefully they come in with a renewed vigor, with a new outlook on things, and hopefully start trending in the right direction here. And obviously, we'll be right here rooting them on every step of the way as usual. But you take a look here at the overall line score here this evening for Wapahani. They was led here tonight by Madison Thompson, had a team-high 10 points as well as 3 rebounds. Followed her up here by Sydney Cook with 7.6 rebounds. Dayton Lee with 3 points, 5 rebounds. Also Lexi Wolf, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Ashley England with 4 points and a rebound. Carly Boggs, I can't remember if I already mentioned her or not, but 6 points and a rebound. She really did a nice job, especially on the defensive end at times throughout the ball game there. And you know, she got in some early foul trouble, but did a much better job in the second half of just, you know, playing solid defense and not getting herself into trouble too much. And then to wrap it up, you got Dawson Stevens came in there, put 2 points up on the board, also no rebounds, for a grand total of 36 total points scored here by Wapahani. We did have 13 turnovers, but we created 13 as well. You know, so not any kind of loss right there. Great job at the free throw line tonight, though. Great job. 13 of 14, 93% from the charity stripe. A fantastic job there. That's what you want to see every game. You know, and I know, you know, every game's different, but, you know, if we can do that, you know, nearly every game, at least shoot 80 to 85% minimum every game, and as long as you take care of other facets of the game, you're going to win a lot of games. So a great job there. Just continue to get better and refine the good things that you got going on, and like I said, fix the other little things that you're not doing correctly. This evening, Monroe-Central is led by Jordan Barga, 18 points, Hannah Bolton with 15 points. Those were the 2 leading scorers for Monroe-Central here this evening. Again, our next overall broadcast will be Friday night as we travel to Randolph Southern for the Raider boys basketball team, as they will be taking on the Rebels. That'll be a JV start at 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. We will, I would imagine we will not be live for that. I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine that we won't be, just from being there in years past at games. You know, we haven't had the internet provided to us to be able to broadcast it live. So just some information. If we find out some more, obviously we will let all of you know on our Facebook and Twitter page. Again, that's at WHS Network. Again, also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. Tell everybody you know you want to get on there, you want to watch a ball game. I think we do a good job here. Me and Redbeard put a lot into this, and we want to make it great as usual. You know, we've been doing this for 8 years now, so you know, we want to make this special for all of you out there, and for all these student athletes and everyone at home. You know, it means a great deal to us, and we want to make sure that we're doing things the right way, and we hope you enjoy it. So, like I said, just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell everybody about it, and continue to enjoy our ball games. But, folks, we appreciate you all for joining us again here this evening. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors once again, and we'll see you right back here Friday night on the WHS Network. I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time here on the WHS Network.